Oh my god, it's the Cosmos and the comedians on the podcast.
Can we count down now? Should I count down?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. 5. Okay. That was the countdown. It has finally begun. After he did all his stupid shit and went and get iced coffee and took a shit and everything, that got all the nervousness out. I guess he's back now, finally ready to go.
You could say that.
You could hear his nasty, disgusting slurping noises in the back of his throat from this microphone.
Yeah, you can. And that is something that I take pride in, those slurping noises. Gets the women wet.
Yeah, you sound like John Witherspoon. He always does his mumbles, chewing and shit.
Cram.
So, workplace snitches.
Let's talk about it. Workplace snitches. So,
yeah. What's that about, man? Because I don't know. Because I didn't come up with this topic. He did. Like, this is something that he came up. The workplace snitches. I agreed with him, but like I didn't come up with it. So I'm gonna let him take the lead on this one because I didn't know where it came from. I don't know.
Well, you just got to watch out at work. There's snitches everywhere. They live under bridges. They do not like people to advance in the workplace. They can be referred to as trollish, like trolls that live in under the bridge. And what they do is they will see what you're doing. They'll write it down. They'll ask you, "Hey, how was your day today?" That's the number one question that a snitch will ask, a workplace snitch. They'll say, "Hey, how are you feeling?" Have you ever had anyone ask you how you were feeling, Chad, at work?
Yeah, I mean a few times, but I never thought they were writing it down to be like, I hope this motherfucker says he's having a bad day today. Like I never thought about it like that, but it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And then you do have, what do they do if you say you're having a bad day?
They tell their boss, tell your manager you're having a bad day. Chad's having a bad day.
Yeah, Chad's having a bad day. His eyes are a little red. He was 30 seconds late from his little lunch break, his smoke break. He was flirting with coworkers.
So is it like an HR problem? Is that the issue?
No, it's not I don't think it's an HR problem at that point. Only becomes an HR problem once you send a picture of your penis to a coworker, then it's an HR issue. As long as you keep the penis pictures to yourself, don't send it.
It's just funny because you're making it sound so commonplace. Like this is just what happens. Like you have the workplace snitch who comes after you, but as long as you keep your dick out of the equation, you're fine.
Oh no, that keeps you away from HR. It can still become an issue though with the workplace snitch. So the workplace snitch, what they will do is they will ask you how you're feeling, right?
Yeah.
And let's do a little role play right now. How are you feeling right now, Chad?
Feeling fantastic. How are you?
Oh, you're feeling fantastic. Is there anything extra that's making you feel this happy?
I got laid last night.
Oh, you got laid. Okay, well, have a nice day. That's what they'll do. But tell me you're having a bad day now.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, Chad, how are you doing today?
I mean, I'm having a really rough day, man.
And then they'll get all excited. You'll see their eyes will open up. You're having a rough day. Oh. They'll give you like you can confide in me.
Oh yeah. Well, last night I had a little episode with my erectile dysfunction. I couldn't get it up. My date left.
and then writing this down. They're writing this down internally in their brains. Erectile dysfunction. He's on medications. Must tell supervisor that he's on addictive dick enhancement pills. But it can come up, and then usually it's something where people will use the workplace snitching to advance their own careers and push yours backwards.
Do you have an example? I feel like you have to have an example of this because it was the first idea for the topic. The topic for the podcast is the first idea that shot out your mouth was workplace snitches. So I feel like you have to have a story about this, or something had to happen to you that make you want to, like talk about it.
Yeah. Actually saw I just saw it as it was a meme on Facebook. It is personal to me though, but memes are also personal to me because I feel like they're a part of me when I see them.
Oh, so memes are like an extension of yourself. That's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, an extension.
Yeah, memes are an extension of self. I see. Yeah, I only use memes that I feel I can relate to.
Okay. Yeah, no, I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, like Trump memes. Usually.
That question though, you asking me to elaborate on a time where it's happened to me, it sounds like that's the exact type of question that a workplace snitch would ask you.
Oh, okay. Like, oh yeah, can you share a time where something has affected you negatively?
What's something personal that's affected you deeply that you can tell me about? I'm never gonna do that voice again.
Why? It was too. It wasn't as bad as that voice you did. When was that, man? That was so many years. Was that at the strip club? Was it at Miller's Ale House? It's one of the early times before you started having sex all the time. It was
There are so many white people at Miller's Ale House that they should rename it Miller's Pale House.
Boo.
Get a suntan, people.
It'd have been funny if you said there's so many conservatives at Miller's Ale House, they should rename it Border Patrol.
Boo.
What did you say? But you said, "What are you doing tonight?" You do remember that?
I remember it. Yeah, it was a dark time in my life.
I just don't remember why you said it, but you were like, "What are you guys doing tonight?" And they were like, "Bye." The show's so cool.
That's what I refer to as the dark ages of my my life.
We all have dark ages, man. I had like super dark ages. Yeah, I had this one age where I was having sex with this really fat chick for like a year. And like every time we had sex, her vagina smelled worse and worse, like progressively throughout the days.
Watch out for smelly vaginas.
So like the first day, it smelled like baby powder, like fresh. Like you could stick your face in there and come out clean. You know what I mean? Like that kind of fresh. And then like
exactly, like a mountain essence.
Yeah, like mountain essence or like a new car scent. And then like 10 days later, it just got progressively worse. Like it smelled like you go through the normal smells. Like first it smells like fish, then it smells like sweat, then it smells like sweaty fish, then it smells like parasitic sweaty fish, and then it just went into like full don't fuck this girl anymore. And I kept doing it. So
how did that
I don't know. In between, my legs got turned black. So she might have given me something, but I'm whatever. Unbeknownst to me, I'm fine now.
He's fine now, everybody. So that is that's the benefit of the situation is that he's fine.
Yeah, I learned.
But it's never a good thing when the woman is laying down and you are standing up and you can smell the vagina.
Oh yeah, that's bad. That's That's when
if you're 3 feet away and you can smell a tinge of vagine, it is not a good thing.
So that means that it's been marinating for quite some time. There hasn't been a shower, so it's literally the particles are floating into your nostrils from that far away. They can travel at that point. They've grown legs. They can walk. Like it's that bad. They're flying through they're waiting, like they're in a pool. They're just waiting their arms back and forth and shit, coming into your nostrils. Like, I hope you smell this, bitch. Like, terrible.
Picturing smells being alive right now, and that's creeping me out.
When I close my eyes, they look like Pac-Man. They all look like Pac-Man, like little Pac-Man. And they're just waiting to you, like they're waiting in the water, just up from her vagina with red boots on.
That could be a sign that you have glaucoma if you're seeing those specks in your eyes.
Could be glaucoma, but I thought it was Pac-Man pussy juice. But yeah, how do you even get on this topic? We were talking about workplace
snitches. Yeah, fuck them. They could suck a dick.
Oh, maybe they all smell like.
Yeah, they do. Their smell particles. That's how they can get you to answer those questions. Because the snitch smells, they have a different, unique smell to them, and those smell particles, they can enter in through your nostrils and affect your brain. So they'll walk around in your brain and get you to answer questions.
It's fucking weird. I always thought that was just manipulation. But yeah, I guess there's particles that can do that too.
Same thing like the Jedis. All Jedis are snitches. We rep Sith all day. Sith lords up in here.
I never said I rep Sith all day. That's crazy.
Sith gang.
They're some of the most evil people to ever live.
The Sith?
Yeah.
Okay. From your perspective, if you're a
pussy.
Yeah, if you're a little workplace snitch, if you're in part of that bitch gang.
You don't think they're evil? I mean, I feel like the Sith are like, they've just done some things that are just not normal.
Not normal. So burning down a village to take their resources is not normal.
I mean, okay, so you have a point. I mean, yeah, raping and pillaging is pretty normal, but I mean, like, not nice, I should say.
Yeah.
I guess normal and nice are two different things. Because, like, what is normal? Normal, it's not. Normal should be erased from the dictionary.
Normal is what we are. We're normal. We're normal. We're basic men. That's why we have an advantage, because we are not talented. We're normal. We are not talented either. We are just completely normal people. That
speak for yourself, geriatric. But yeah, normal. I feel
geriatric, like Mr. Glaucoma over here calling me geriatric.
I feel like normal is just a terrible term to use. Like, it's a terrible word because everyone's going to have a different perspective or view of normal, right? Like, perception rather. Like, what's normal to you isn't normal to me. Almost like what's reality to you isn't necessarily going to be reality to me, right? So what's normal to you maybe like waking up and going to the gym, taking a shower, having sex with your girlfriend at nighttime. Like, that's a normal lifestyle, living in your house. But to me, normal is...
To me, being normal is having bladder discomfort.
I have that all the time. Like, I have it right now, but that's normal for me to have bladder discomfort. So I don't think it's abnormal. So I'm like, I'll just handle it after the podcast.
Yeah, true. You could handle it now.
No, but then that'd be abnormal for me to handle it during the podcast. I want to remain as normal as possible because that's what that word does to you. It traps you into thinking you're supposed to stick to some odd routine.
Mm-hmm.
normal?
Elaborate more.
Well, okay, so I just feel like the word normal makes people fall into like this place of odd contempt. Like they just want to, or complacency. Like they fall in love with a lifestyle or a routine because it's what status quo tells them is what they're supposed to do. Like, you know, even the whole 9 to 5 discussion, like that's having a 9 to 5 for many people is normal, although it's starting to become.
Hold up, Chad. I just saw an article here. It says FDA warns that, in quotation marks, big penis supplement works a little too well.
I just burped. What?
So it, yeah, that caught me as something that I don't know. There might be something out there, though.
I'm so sorry. I just got a video from my daughter's mother, everyone, and Steve, and she jumped up to jump in slow motion, and her fucking sandal came off and slapped some little girl in the face.
Collateral damage.
In slow motion in the Museum of Natural History. Yeah. Oh,
Shout out to Eddie Murphy closing a $70 million
with
deal
Netflix,
with
right?
Netflix.
What the hell is that about? How is he even still funny? What's he gonna do?
I was just thinking about that. If he's nervous about getting back into it,
And stand up, right?
Yeah, it's got to be nerve wracking when you've reached that level of success and then dropped off for that long.
And that's 70 million. I mean, they're gonna hold him to high standard. They're gonna be like, dude, you better kill this shit. He's just gonna tell. He can't tell the same jokes. He's got to come out like hard. Like everybody thinks I fucked a tranny. I ain't fucked no tranny. I ain't fucked no tranny. Okay.
They were probably like, we're gonna release like that you sexually assaulted someone if you don't sign up with Netflix and get back into stand-up comedy right now.
Oh yeah, so y'all gonna Harvey Weinstein me then? Okay.
Y'all gonna blackmail Eddie Murphy?
70 million on the table. I do it.
70 million.
I could see. I mean, that's a lot of money though for him to tell jokes.
Telling them jokes.
I'm trying to get 70 million.
I'd like 71 million.
You got to be white about it. That's every white person's goal is to be like, hey, as we're having a conversation, you're processing, how can I top this nigga? Like during the conversation, they're like,
how 71. Can I do the same exact job but make more money?
Oh Jesus, $71 million.
It's just like with the football contracts and all the quarterbacks. So now he just set, or any free agency, he set the bar. He set that's the new standard now.
It is.
How much did Dave get? David
Beckham?
David Chappelle.
Oh, for his special? I have no idea. I'm assuming he got a lot. I mean, he's worth more than Eddie Murphy, right?
Yeah, I would think he would be somewhere along the lines of upwards of 100, maybe.
I mean, Richard Pryor was getting $250,000 back in the 70s.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Richard Pryor.
Yeah, shout out to his daughter running for office, like a seat in Congress or something like that in Baltimore, something like that.
Good for her.
Yeah, it's good for her. I mean, she's not funny, but good for her.
Good for her.
So moving on, we're done with the workplace snitches. I think we had another topic that was
that topic sucked. I apologize.
I don't think it sucked. I think it spawned a lot of good conversation, but I think we should get into something semi-serious. We were talking about the multiverse and the universe being flat.
Flat universe. I would like to talk about that. I also need to take a piss right now. So it'd be something that I will be right back, audience, in just a moment. Okay. And Chad right now is going to sing from the Little Mermaid soundtrack because he's black now and they're black.
I'll sing from the new Little Mermaid soundtrack.
Yeah, exactly. Because go do that. I'll be right back.
And Chewie, you some hot nigga. Like I thought I seen when I shot niggas. Like you see him twirling, he dropped nigga. That's from the new Little Mermaid soundtrack. So about this flat universe and this flat universe theory, open universe theory, and like this multiverse theory. So apparently, because our tools are telling us right now, so we only have one method of really telling how the universe, like the expanse of measuring the expanse of the universe, and like it's something like we're using the residue from the Big Bang to trace the expanse of the universe, and then subsequently tell us how big the universe is. I don't know if that's a good enough way to measure it, but that's the only way we have now. And apparently the universe is flat. But what's more interesting than the universe being flat is that there's a multiverse, like this theory that there are multiple universes. And that's what we were discussing. Steve and I were talking about it at like 4:00 in the morning 2 days ago. It was really weird. I think he's done with his piss though.
I'm back here. Yeah, the multiverse. Fucking crazy, right? There are multiple universes all fucking out there.
Yeah, but it's so weird to think about. Like, what are they, like little fucking ping pong balls?
Yeah, what is the multiverse? It's overwhelming to think about, and it did contribute though to that new Spider-Man animated film though, which was very good.
What I mean, yeah, it's a great movie. But what do you think about, like, do you think it's like a brain? That's what I'm thinking. Like, because like our brain is like a universe, right? Like each part of our brain is a mini universe of its own with a bunch of galaxies inside of it, because there's a bunch of neurons like firing all over the place and whatnot, and like you have synapses, like like carry signals or whatever. So it's like a whole bunch of stars that are interconnected, right? Like whatever.
I think our brains are advanced from our perspective, but they're pretty much, I think they're just like a basic model.
What if our brains, how about this? What if we are part of someone else's brain? Like
I could see that.
Higher being's brain, and we're doing all this work.
I think the higher being's brain is the Earth. I believe in Gaia that the Earth is alive and breathing. So the inside of the Earth is not a core; it's a giant fucking brain.
That's trippy.
Huge brain.
That's super fucking trippy. It's really awkward to think about. I gotta switch my headset, so bear with me. I gotta switch over to analog mode from
a giant brain. So think about that inside of the Earth, under the dirt, is a giant brain-like substance. And that brain-like substance will influence the minds of all of the people that live on the Earth's surface. It's all interconnected. That's why we don't feel great all the time, because we put the Earth in a bad situation with global warming and overpopulation. And that's something that we can't be at peace because we're sharing this space with the Earth, and the Earth is
Upset. Yeah, it's
upset. Yeah.
a good little
So
theory.
it's just like being at home and your wife is upset. It's going to affect your mood.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
But think of it as in a bigger picture as we're on the Earth and the Earth is upset. So it's like we left some shit on the fucking counter, and then the Earth came home from work one day and was like, "You never pick up after yourself." Blah blah
you're
blah.
always polluting. You're always smoking, putting stuff into my atmosphere. I can't take it.
Mm-hmm. So basically, the Earth is like an angry mom or
a bitch.
or woman.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, exactly.
You know, I was thinking about. I had this other theory last night that it's not about the Earth being a menopausal bitch. It's about what if ghosts aren't actually ghosts? What if ghosts are just beings that are moving too fast for our eyes to keep up with?
That is interesting.
You ever think about it like, okay, so if you were to put yourself in space, figuratively speaking, if you're floating in space and if you're on Earth and Voyager flies past you, right? Like
Okay.
satellite, you're not it's flying 10,000 miles per second. You're not even gonna see Voyager. Right? It's not gonna register in your brain. You're not gonna know it's there. Because it's going 10,000 miles per second. It's before you can catch up to it being in your train of thought, it's out of your train of thought. It's out of your. So, like, what if ghosts and things like that are just people or different species, like an alien species, that are just moving so fast we can't keep up with? So we get little glimpses of them when they slow down, or like when we turn lights on, because that traps the particles for a second. You know what I mean?
Sounds to me like Speed of Sound Sonic.
Like in One Punch Man?
Exactly. He moves fast. He is capable of running faster than what the human eye can see, appearing as a blur. So those could just be anime characters, could be real, but we just can't see them because they're moving too fast.
Well, that's a stretch, but yeah, I think ghosts and like what is like,
or they could
kind
be
of make sense.
Another
like dimension, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. What is it? How many dimensions are there? Is that what I'm thinking about?
240 dimensions technically, but that's if you're counting space, time, and all that stuff. But eight dimensions. We have a fourth dimension that we can't see. The fourth dimension that we can't see is all the particles and stuff, and like we don't see light travel. We just see light. So like, what if there's just another dimension?
So back to the Earth being a brain.
Yeah.
So does that mean that the Earth is manipulating a lot of the stuff? So we can take into the fact that the Earth likes, if it's influencing stuff on the outside, then we know the Earth likes trap music. The Earth likes accusing people of. The Earth supports the Me Too movement. Yeah, which we support as well. Shout out to all the Me Tooers out there.
I don't support it, so he's alone. He's alone by himself with that one on that island.
It's a lonely island out here. I think if you support, my theory is to support everyone and just be a pussy for your whole life.
I support Instagram hoes matter or don't matter, right? Which one is it? I don't like Instagram women, no. But we'll save that topic for another podcast.
Yeah, you want to save that for another podcast? What's our next topic today?
The next Let's see. The next topic is about weaponizing ticks.
Ooh, tell me what's going on with that?
Actually, you're the one who put me on it. Remember the government apparently in like the 70s and 80s, mid 80s, was sending out ticks. They were sending out ticks with Lyme disease in order to weaponize. They were testing out to see if they could be weaponized as a form of biological warfare.
That's fucking crazy.
I think that's
weaponizing ticks.
That's the sickest shit I've ever heard. One of the sickest things I've ever heard in my life.
Craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. I'm walking out of the house like every time now, and I'm like looking out for ticks. Like,
like, did they imagine they have some sort of like nano implant where they debrief them and shit?
Exactly. That's what I'm picturing. They're being debriefed. They're hiding behind like a little piece of bread that's on the floor.
Like 100 million ticks.
100 million. I've never seen multiple ticks at the same time.
Me either, because why would they do that? They're on a covert mission.
Exactly. So that explains a lot. They're on extreme missions at all times.
That's fucking crazy. And it's always like high ranking people or like white people in the media who get Lyme disease. You don't just call your friend to be like, your friend's never like, oh, I got Lyme disease today.
Exactly. So you're not just chilling at the bodega and your boy's like, hey, I got Lyme disease. No, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, it's not like, man, I got to work really hard and sell these drugs this week because if I can't pay for my Lyme treatment. Like, never heard that.
Yeah, I'm trapping because these Lyme, this Lyme shit is medication is expensive as hell.
It's getting out of hand. I got to move bricks for these ticks.
Moving bricks for these fucking ticks.
Like, I never heard anything like that before. I'm
hidden licks for these ticks.
Trying to think of another animal.
Let's think. Yeah, we're gonna think today about other animals that the government could possibly weaponize.
Lesbians.
Lesbians are not an animal, Chad.
Oh, well, there's it's news to me, but they're an entity, right? They're an entity that can be weaponized.
They are. No, they are powerful. I support all lesbians.
I love lesbians. Shout out to my lesbians.
We love them.
I'm trying to think of another animal. That soccer player, Megan Rapinoe. She's
a beautiful lady.
Yeah, the government definitely. She's an animal, first of all, and the government is weaponizing her. Who else is there? I'm trying to think seriously though of real animals.
Maybe the government is weaponizing Eddie Murphy right now for mind control.
I think so. They gave him $70 million. So he's going to go on stage and start virtue signaling on stage. His jokes to change and shit.
Yeah, I think he's going to push some agenda. They gave him $70 million to push some agenda, maybe.
He's going to go on stage like, why everybody hate Trump, man?
Why everybody hate ticks? Why everybody think they weaponized? You ever seen a tick with an AK-47 walking around? No, Eddie, that's because the AK is a million times their size. They can't lift it up. What are you talking about? They can make miniature AKs. Tick size.
You don't see ticks walking into school shooting people. That's the white boys, not ticks.
That is white people.
We don't see ticks shooting up movie theaters. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
The world we live in.
Just skipped. I think that might be, that could have been a ghost. The audio skipped. Could have been a ghost moving really fast.
It could have been
past the audio.
He could have just tapped us. Why do you think people feel their hair stand up on the back of their neck? You ever think about that? That's directly to do with electromagnetic fields. That's speed right there, man. they're moving so fast that we can't detect them by vision or by touch. But since they're moving so fast past us, our hairs stand up on the back of our necks because of that electromagnetic field, because of that speed that they're going past us. That's such a good theory. I'm going to write a book about this.
You're going to write a book?
I'm going to name it The Ghost or the Flash.
The Ghost or the Flash. Okay.
Yeah. That's a good name too. Let me write this down. This is good.
Write it down.
The Ghost or the Flash. Who's going to illustrate for me though? Why do I need illustrations in a fucking book? Like I'm not a teenager.
I'm going to write an intellectual book that's about 13 pages and 9 of them are illustrations.
He went fast. He went slow. He was fat, but not Carl Winslow.
Shout out to Carl Winslow.
Weaponizing animals. I'm trying to figure out an animal who can be weaponized. Maybe a
mosquito.
They're definitely weaponized. That's why they sent them to Africa.
You would think if you were a mosquito, like you wouldn't even want to live in Africa. It's so fucking hot. Yeah, there's lions.
Yeah, but the lions aren't like, hey, let me fuck with this mosquito today. Like they're not thinking about that. They want to eat a fucking buffalo and rape women and kill their children. They're fucking brutal.
Yeah, no, they are. I would weaponize. What animal would you weaponize, Chad?
An elephant seal.
An elephant seal?
Because they're fucking brutal too. They kill their young so they can fuck more and steal babies when their babies are dead.
Penguins will do that shit too. They'll steal an egg from someone, or
all right.
Steal the babies.
I'm glad you brought up penguins. Yeah, they're fucked up, but I mean, they're all gonna die soon anyway. I just watched this is a real video. This is not a joke. I watched a real video where a penguin was raped by a seal.
And how did that make you feel?
Not good. But I wasn't like scared. Like I wasn't weirded out. I was more like, that penguin is getting fucked by a seal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know if the penguin was getting raped or it says seal raped penguin. But I'm thinking, what if they just had like interspecies fuckfest?
What if it was consensual?
Yeah, like consensual penguin rape. I'm thinking they're saying it's rape because, like, when they say black men rape white women, it's not really because we're raping white women. It's because our dicks are so big that when you put it into that tiny white hole, like, you know, it's just not supposed to be there. I think that's what people think. I think they feel like a horse dick isn't supposed to be in a woman's vagina either. It's too big. It's rape.
Mr. Hands.
Yeah, I'm sending you the, that's gross. I sent you the link. Check it out while you're on the podcast so that you can see what I'm talking about. I want to hear your reaction to it. It has the saddest music too in the beginning. It's like, nah, nah, raped by a sea lion.
Wait, you're sending me a video of sea lion penguin rape right now? So what we're talking about, is that what we're saying right now?
I sent it to you already.
Oh my god. Holy fucking shit. This is actually real.
I gotta fix my headphones. 1 second.
Let's let the audio get onto the mic a little.
Say again?
I'm letting the audio from here go onto the mic.
Okay.
The seal actually killed in 8 parts of the. So that sort of throws that hypothesis on the table. They've also ruled out failure of mate recognition and simple sexual frustration on the part of the young.
So what I'm looking at right now are
one of the
some seals.
that we have.
This guy's about to drop a hypothesis.
Behavior, 1 or 2 seals, perhaps 1 seal, at some particular time in the past, other young males observed this behavior. And by the time that they were at that stage, and all of these components were together, these higher testosterone levels, this breeding season.
All right. Yeah, you got
So
to.
he's basically making an excuse for the SEALs, empathizing with them as being rapists because they observed other SEALs before them doing this, so that made them think that it was okay for them to rape.
That is okay for a SEAL to rape a penguin, right?
Yeah, because they saw their dad SEALs and their older brother SEALs just out there smashing penguin pussy all day. And it increased their testosterone to another level because they're like, oh, I want to smash a fucking penguin right now.
Can you just? I didn't even get that far in my research, bro. I was just fascinated that a seal is fucking a penguin.
No, I always got to get to the bottom of stuff. I need to know what's going on. I got to read into that.
I definitely want to do that. That should be another topic for.
I think the guy that is saying it's rationalizing about the seal rape, raping the penguins. I think he might be fucking the penguins also.
Yeah, exactly what I just said. Yeah, I think he's a penguin fucker too.
He's like, oh, it's not their fault. It's not their fault. They just saw someone else do it.
And then when he gets caught, he's going to be like, Harvey Weinstein did it. So I do it.
No, he's going to be like, but my real parent, I was adopted by SEALs, and I watched them SEALs. They were doing it, and that's how I was raised.
But isn't that how, like, what is it called? What people say mansplaining is now, or whatever the fuck it is? That's stupid terms that are being coined by extreme feminists that don't make any sense. I saw my dad was a rapist, so I'm a rapist. It's not my fault.
Exactly. It's that same type of mentality. Push and blame. That could mean, that's pushing the blame over. Let me just push it on over to your side.
Yeah, word. My dad was a rapist, so I'm going to rape.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's crazy, but my whole thing is the seal's fucking a penguin, though.
Yeah. How's the biology work in there?
I mean, I guess the seal's dick. I'm looking at it right now.
What does a seal's dick look like?
Let's look up seal dick. Hold on.
Google that real quick.
Seal dick. Seal dick.
Oh, you're probably gonna get a picture of the performer, the musical artist. You're gonna get the musician seal. You're gonna get like a picture of his dick.
Actually, yeah, that's exactly what I got. Seal in the speedo.
You're just gonna get a picture of his burnt out dick.
Okay, so I see a seal dick. Some of them are fucking huge, bro.
Huge? Yeah, but
elephant seal dicks are huge.
Bro, I bet they're probably extra fucking girthy.
No, they're not girthy. They're just like long and skinny like mine.
Oh my God.
They're not like, I have no girth to my penis.
No girth.
But yours is super girthy.
Oh
your penis looks like an elephant seal.
Oh my God.
I don't even want to explain to people why I've seen it. But I feel like I have to explain it. So the only reason I've seen it is because we were having basically a impromptu sex party and he came out of the bathroom and his dick was out. And I saw the baby elephant seal.
I'm embarrassed right now.
It's one of the biggest penises I've ever seen in my life. It's ugly, but it's large.
Extremely embarrassed right now.
Do women put that in their mouths?
No, penguins do.
Touche. Okay, let's look at sea. Is this sea lion or seal? It's a sea lion, right? Sea lion penis.
Yeah, my demographic for people that are sexually attracted to me are male penguins. Northern African male penguin.
Oh, they have a penis bone. That must suck.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
because that could break.
Yeah, dude.
And there's not healthcare options for them in the wild.
No.
You gotta have a broke penis bone your whole life if you break that shit.
So when a sea lion has sex with a penguin,
maybe that's why they are fucking penguins because they don't want to break their dick bone, because if they fuck another elephant seal, there's a higher chance because they are fat as fucking all shit.
Yeah.
And if they're fucking fat bitches, that shit could break the wrong way on their dick.
But don't they eat penguins?
Yeah, you eat women and you fuck them. Chad is a cannibal, by the way.
I'm not a fucking cannibal. Could you imagine that?
He's just with his long, skinny dick, just eating people with cannibalism.
Fucking long dick Ted Bundy.
That's the long dick Ted Bundy right here. He's just fucking cannibalizing.
You like this black cock? You like this black black cock? No way. That's fucking creepy to even think about.
He's going down on a woman, and then he's like, "Oh, yeah." So,
you like this, Joanne?
let me get some Montreal steak seasoning. That would make this better. Hold on, I can't get erect. I need some Montreal steak seasoning right now.
That's fucking so weird. How did this come from penguins getting fucked by seal? It's just so bizarre to me.
It's just, it's a bizarre thing that I'm doing a podcast with a cannibal right now.
You know, they have a Brazzers. They have a Brazzers video with this.
No, they don't. No, they do not.
I gotta send you this shit. This shit is funny. Oh, that's funny. That's so fucking funny. Oh man. For those who don't know what Brazzers is, it's like a porn site.
I thought it was a shopping website in the UK.
Brazzers?
Mm-hmm. Like browsers?
It sounds like it. Brazzers.
Browsers. Like that's the British way of saying they're browsing for
Hey, did you get to your browsers today?
Have you browsers? We're browsing around looking for trousers.
Have a little browse. Have a little browse today.
A little browse. I
Little
can't
browse.
do accents.
I like voice acting, so I can do a lot of weird shit. I should
Yeah. You
Hey,
voice
browse.
acting cannibal.
What? The way you responded to me was so. I feel like I have to justify that I don't actually do that, because the way you responded, you were like, "You fuck women and eat them." like what? No, I don't. It's fucking creepy. You
Play
guys
the
play what? The jingle?
No, I was gonna play more audio from the sea lions raping penguins.
Oh my god!
Because I have to take a piss right now, so I want to
Yeah,
just
go ahead.
put it back
Might
on.
as well just do it. Fucking do it.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
The music is so sad too. Like it sounds like a I just got raped soundtrack.
Music is the saddest part.
Yeah, it's basically. Oh my god! Yo, he's on top missionary pounding the fuck out the penguin. Did you watch the video?
Wait, say that again?
He was on top of the penguin, pounding it the fuck out like fucking a blacked porno on Pornhub.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he didn't give a fuck if the bird was a male or a female.
He's missionary that bitch?
Yeah, we're gonna post a clip from this video on our website.
Yeah, definitely have to.
Yo, he's out. Did you click on the video? Bro, click on the video. He is digging into the penguin pussy right now.
I didn't. What? How many minutes are you at?
It goes right to the action. It is the funny. It's disturbing.
Like when he just runs up to the penguin?
No, it is disturbing, Chad. Go to the video and go to the 2 minute and 35 seconds mark. Yo, he's
Okay.
on top.
Okay,
Look at,
hold on,
yo,
hold on. I'm almost
you
there.
see,
I'm almost
like-
there. I gave it. I didn't see it. I gave a little build up. I went to like 217.
You see the muscle in his thigh. When you know the muscle.
Oh my god. Oh, he's working that.
Yeah, you see the muscles, the hip abductor muscles are working overtime.
Oh my god.
Oh,
And then the penguin's not even upset. The penguin's like, "Give me that dick."
the penguin was laying there looking like, okay.
Yeah, word. I'm gonna get it where I can get it. So- Look at some of these comments. Happy feet will never be the same. That is just one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life.
Where did you find this video?
I don't know. For some reason I typed in seal fucking a penguin. I don't know why.
That's like a magical, that's from the earth. That's from the central consciousness of the earth's brain that just sent that thought into your head. The earth.
I was watching elephant seals. That's what I was watching elephant seals because I was fascinated by elephant seals in their practices, like how they're the most evil animal. Someone on a podcast was talking about how evil elephant seals were. So I was like, let me check this out. And I typed it in and I was like, wow, these animals really are the most fucking vile, disgusting, evil animals. And like they rape a lot of women, elephant seals. So I guess that led to penguins fucking getting fucked by seals.
So animals that are rapists, we know dolphins are notorious for rape. They look all fucking cute. They're rapists.
And they eat babies, right?
Yeah, they live in these caves underneath the ocean, and they have these long ass dicks that'll wrap around your leg and ankles, and they'll drag you into their rape caves.
Oh my god, that's a lot. I'm gonna type in dolphin rape.
There is a whole thing on.
Wow, look at this. Look at this. The Dark Side of Dolphins, Nat Geo Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5 freaky facts about dolphin sex. Let's see.
My aunt told me there's a jelly bean factory up by UC Davis that she hasn't been to yet.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm talking about dolphins raping.
What did you find out there?
They learn how to fuck from their dads.
The dolphins too. So basically, we have a lot of bad fathers out here in the kingdom.
Dolphins also kill their own babies and torture young porpoises. But we knew they killed their babies.
I'm like just so like
A lot
in
of
shock still about that video of the elephant seal penetrating the penguin. It's like I'm trying to send it to people right now because I want when you see something and you're like, I need other people to see this just so I don't.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, because
this was so horrible.
It's a weird feeling to see a penguin get raped by a sea lion.
Mm-hmm. I'm about to take a pee. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Talk about the dolphins.
I'm just looking at dolphins' sexual behavior. It's just wild how dolphins and all these animals, really, chimpanzees, dolphins, elephant seals, lions, they eat their children. They rape the females of their species. I mean, yeah, some vicious females, right? Like praying mantis and black widow spider that cut the heads off the male. But now that seems less vicious because, killing male. Yeah, I'm gonna type in a praying mantis female killing male because it's less vicious, right? Because these males do all these terrible things, all this aggression and rape and sex and forcing themselves on everybody, including babies, and killing them. I mean, maybe it's not so bad that a praying mantis cuts his fucking head off.
You know who else cuts people's heads off? Cannibals.
Unlike me.
Unlike us, because we're not. Or I'm not.
This is crazy how, dude. So I'm watching a video where a female praying mantis is just latched onto a guy and is just eating him whole.
By guy, do you mean another praying mantis or an actual person?
I mean, she just ate his head off. Steve, she just ate his fucking head off.
That's stuff that's completely fucking weird that we can't relate to that is going on in the kingdom right now.
She ate his head off. She's eating his head. She doesn't eat the rest of the body. She just eats the head.
What are the top 5 reasons why a woman would eat a man's head off?
He didn't pay her bills. He forgot to call her. He forgot to text her. The sex wasn't great. And he didn't listen to her problems.
That's perfect.
I think I pretty much hit that on the head.
You definitely did. You nailed that.
But I would never be like, hey, babe, you forgot to wash the fucking dishes? I'm eating your fucking head when you fall asleep. That's a little bit much.
It is. It's like to a tone that's like above the normal tone level that it should be at.
Okay, wait. So she does eat the whole body. So she ate his whole body besides the wings. She clipped those wings off.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Clip
going
the
for the
wings
wait.
off.
She's going for the wings now. Yeah, she clipped every wing off, every single wing. All right, no. She leaves the wings and the legs, but she eats the rest of the body.
Basically, a metaphor for how women will take a man and then try and mold him.
Yeah.
So hey, I don't like your fucking head. Let me eat it. Let me cut your wings a little bit. Your hair is. I don't like your haircut.
Yeah.
So
Word.
she's
Basically
just
a metaphor.
molding him. Maybe they are also necrophiliacs, praying mantises.
I mean,
Or they're basically cold-blooded serial killers that the female praying mantises can only get off if they're murdering their spouse.
yeah. Why do they have to kill them though? Like, why? Why do they kill?
Maybe they get off on it.
Yeah, I want to know why.
Yeah, they could weaponize praying mantises.
I think they do it because. So she eats him. So it's like a ritual sacrifice.
Could be to advance the youth.
Let me see.
Speaking of ritual sacrifices, did you see the movie Midsummer
That's
yet?
fucking weird. I think
Midsummer.
we got here from dolphins, right? No, we got here from penguins getting raped.
No, this is the weaponizing ticks topic.
Oh, so we came all the way here from talking about ticks being weaponized by the government.
Exactly. So we finally came to. So the answer to that question is praying mantises might be next.
Yeah, that's wow. It came full circle. Yeah, praying mantises might be the animal,
That can be weaponized.
the primetime premier animal for weaponization. Yeah.
Their hands are perfect to hold miniature samurai swords.
Or they're basically serrated knives themselves. And like
Reminiscent of Scyther.
Yeah, like Scyther from Pokemon. And if you
From
try to eat them,
Our friends over at Pokemon, which we're always open to getting free stuff from them.
yes, Nintendo.
We love Pokemon. We love all of that shit. Nintendo is amazing.
Nintendo's probably the greatest company to ever live, besides the other companies that are considering a sponsorship.
Yeah, think about where we would be in life without the Mario Brothers.
Or any other thing created by any other company that's willing to give us a sponsorship.
I think the big crack boom in the Reagan era was stopped or slowed.
Phrase that. Are you about to say that the crack epidemic in the 80s was because of Nintendo?
No, I was going to say that they slowed down the crack epidemic with Nintendo.
Yeah, I agree.
People were like, because all the kids that were on the block pushing drugs, they were like, let me stay at home and play Nintendo. And that decreased the numbers of the gangs and pretty much ended the war on drugs, Nintendo.
Wow. They're a great company. When you put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, okay. I think that's the end of our first podcast. I think that's a good way to leave it. With Steve saying that Nintendo stopped the crack epidemic in the 80s.
Let's join us for the next podcast, and you'll be able to view this and listen to this on our website here in coming soon.
And YouTube and on all major platforms that we get it on, like Amazon and all that fun stuff. iTunes, everything. It'll be on everything.
Everything. We want to take over the world.
And talk about animal rape. That should be our market.
Yeah, we have a niche market. It's animal rape.
Imagine pitching a special to Netflix.
National Geographic.
We're the only ones that talk about this subject in its entirety. You guys touch the subject and then leave because it's taboo. Insects have Me Too as well.
Next season of Planet Earth is going to be us narrating animal rape videos.
She thought she was escaping, but it was too late.
It was too late in the wild. The penguins, they got this fucking dick crammed.
They just, there's no stopping the dick. Anyway, all right.
What else were they going to do? Like the penguins, I mean, they're just walking around in the snow like
Run away.
Nothing else to do.
They
They don't even have knees.
They don't have knees, so they can't even give them blowjobs and say, get away from me.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us today, and we'll catch in with you soon. Thank you, everybody.
Later, peeps.
Later, bitches.
Hold on.